Hi and welcome to this video. I realized that I've never done a video like this, and it's kind of weird. If you click on my channel, you would probably assume that I have done this before, but I just haven't really. But today I'm going to be giving you 10 tips on how to make going vegan super easy. These 10 tips are something that I wish I knew all before starting my vegan journey, and I hope that if any of you are thinking about going vegan, are planning on going vegan sometime in the future, or have just gone vegan and want some more extra help, I hope this video can help. I think these 10 tips are the best 10 tips I could ever come up with, and like the title says, these 10 tips will make going vegan easy because it's not as hard as people make it out to be. Definitely not. I did it all alone, knowing no person who's vegan at all at age 14. I know you can do it too. So let's get started. I don't have anything else to say. I don't want to make the intro unnecessarily long, and I'm going to get started on tip number 1. Tip number 1 is to find out your why. Why are you going vegan? The reason why this is the first thing that you need to do is so if you ever have a time going vegan, or even further on in your vegan journey where you're questioning, why am I doing this? You can look back on this and remember why. There's so many different reasons to go vegan. I think the main 3 that are, the most talked about, and the biggest reasons as to why you would go vegan is because of the animals, the environment, and your own health. Of course, you can go vegan for multiple of these reasons as well. Mine was for sure the animals in the beginning. I did not want to support factory farms and just animal cruelty in general. And I did not want to be eating animals when I just knew there was no reason for that. So that was my first original reason to go vegan. But once doing more research on veganism, I learned about the environmental impacts and impacts on my own health and how I could benefit my own health. And now I definitely stay vegan for all 3 of the reasons. My original reason was because of the animals, but please find out why you were doing this because it's going to help you stick with it and make it so much easier. Tip number 2, honestly, is my biggest tip on this entire list, and that is to educate yourself. I think there's 2 main reasons as why you should do this. The first one is, of course, for your own benefit. You have to know about the nutrition aspect, and then of course research your why. Research the way that the animals are treated, research the impact that factory farms have on the environment. Research all of these things so you know your facts. This will help you and you'll be a lot more educated, feel a lot more confident in making your decision to go vegan. And the second reason is because people are going to drill you with questions. I don't completely get it. I don't go around asking people why they get a Big Mac at McDonald's every day, but once I decide that I'm not going to eat meat anymore, I can't go a single day without getting questioned about it. Doesn't really make sense to me, but you need to know answers to these questions. Whether that is why you're vegan, know your why. Also, they're going to ask you about B12 and iron and zinc and where do you get your protein? Oh, what do you eat besides lettuce? All these different questions. Just know your facts. Also, it's going to make you sound a lot cooler, and it's super fun to shut stupid anti-vegan arguments down. I love doing that. I love knowing my facts. When people question me, they realize that their argument is not as strong as they thought. Tip number 3 is to know that you always have the option to go vegan gradually. You do not have to go vegan cold turkey. You do not have to go vegan overnight. You can take steps. You can feel free to start with something like Meatless Mondays, where just every single Monday you don't eat meat. That is a tiny step, but also imagine if everyone did that. It is such a small thing. One day a week you're just vegetarian. Another way you could do it is to first cut out meat, then cut out eggs, then cut out dairy, then gelatin, then maybe like cruelty-free products, then stop buying leather. You can do it gradually so it doesn't seem like as much of an abrupt change. I personally would have just loved to go vegan overnight. Once I learned about it, I did not want anything to do with animal products, but that varies from person to person, and if you think gradually going vegan will be better for you, please do it. Do not let anyone tell you that you're any less vegan because of that, because any person with veganism as their end goal already is doing so much. Number 4 is to try to find a community. This can be on social media, at vegan festivals, even at vegan restaurants. It would be so much more fun and easier, I would say, to go vegan with a friend or someone that you know, someone that you can talk to about it and you can help each other out, or you can go on cute vegan dates together, all this different stuff. It would be so much better to have a friend to do it with. But just so you know, if you don't have a community of vegan people around you, that should not be a reason to just not even attempt to go vegan. I went vegan. I did not know a single person. But because of that, I think I used vegan YouTubers as my community. They didn't know who I was. I just sat there watching them. But I hope that I can kind of be that to you. If you don't know anyone that's vegan, I'm here. I will be your friend. Also, feel free to anytime DM me or leave comments if you have questions. I cannot say that I will be able to reply to every single one, but I do try to reply and I do try to help. Tip number 5 is to eat enough food. If you don't know, plant food is much less calorically dense than animal foods, so because of that, you're going to have to eat a lot more volume. Maybe not even a lot, depends on what type of food you're eating, but you're going to have to eat more volume in order to feel just as satiated or full. Many people decide to go vegan and then claim that they're always hungry on a vegan diet, which just isn't the case. They might be hungry, but it's not because of the vegan diet. It's just because they're not eating enough calories. But take this as a good way, you get to eat more food. Tip number 6 is to remember that you do not need to be 100% healthy 100% of the time. You might watch someone's what it eats in a day or video on YouTube where they're eating 100% all healthy, whole foods. Just know that going vegan does not mean that you have to eat keto, grain-free, soy-free, paleo, gluten-free, non-GMO, and organic. If you want, I guess, go ahead, but I do not have any single label on what I eat besides vegan. Of course, for the most part, I do eat a predominantly whole foods, unprocessed diet just because, one, it makes me feel my best. I personally feel a huge difference when I eat out a lot. It also depends on what type of food I'm eating out, but if it's like an oily food that I'm eating out, I don't feel good. My skin does not react to it. I think it's just because I'm so used to making my own food, but also I enjoy making my food. I love the food that I eat so much, and just know that if you don't want to eat the way that I eat or the way that this other YouTuber eats or the way that your friend's mom's best friend who's vegan eats, you don't have to. You can eat however you want as long as it's vegan. Also, mock meat, mock dairy products, and mock eggs are perfectly fine. Don't let anyone tell you that those are just transition foods. If you want to eat Beyond Burgers 3 years into being vegan, 10 years into being vegan, do it. I've been vegan for over 3.5 years now, and I still eat mock meat whenever I want, so it's not just a transition food. Tip number 7 is to start with dishes that you know and love. If you are going from eating completely animal product heavy dishes to a fully plant-based diet the next day, know that you don't have to go to eating Buddha bowls and avocado toast and acai bowls every day. You can make that same mac and cheese you ate yesterday, just a vegan version. You can make that chicken pot pie, but vegan. You can make that spaghetti and meatballs, but vegan. Just know that if you don't want to start cooking the more like daunting vegan meals right away, don't. Stick with your normal food, just make it vegan, because trust me, anything can be made vegan now. Tip number 8 is to learn about supplements. I recommend that everyone takes a B12 and vitamin D3 supplement. I personally take those. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. I mean people that eat meat. I mean everyone. I think a lot of people have a misconception about B12 specifically. I think that's a question that everyone gets going vegan. So what do you do for B12? B12 used to be found in the soil, but with modern day agriculture and the way that crops are grown now, there's just not a viable source of B12 anymore. So the animals at factory farms that many people are consuming are actually supplemented with B12. So you were eating a hamburger and you were getting B12 from that, right? So you think, okay, I'm not gonna go vegan because I can get B12 from my hamburger. No, that cow was supplemented with B12 just the same that you will be supplemented with B12. I'm not going to have a living creature be my middleman. I'm going to supplement myself with a B12 instead of supplementing a cow, then it getting slaughtered and then put on my plate to get my B12. I will link the 2 supplements that I use down below, and feel free if you want to research other supplements that you think might work well for you. If you want to take omega-3, I actually just got some omega-3 for the first time, or a vegan multivitamin or zinc or iron, whatever you think will fit you the best. Do your research and feel free to take that as well. But B12 and vitamin D3 are the way to go. Tip number 9 is Happy Cow. This is an app or website that shows you all of the vegan, vegetarian, and veg-friendly places near you. This can be restaurants or markets, or like juice bars, I don't know, any type of food place near you that you can filter to have all vegan food, all vegetarian food, or just restaurants that have a couple vegan or vegetarian but can be modified to vegan items. This is super, super helpful, especially with me eating out with vegan friends or family, because as much as I just wish I can go to a vegan restaurant all the time, I'm often with people that don't want to do that, so I can just look up places near me that have vegan options, but also have, you know, the more generic options with meat. And tip number 10 is that even with all of these 9 other previous tips, know that you will still make mistakes. Nobody has the most perfect, smooth sailing vegan journey. There are always going to be times where you mess up, times where you accidentally eat animal products. This goes for anyone who's been vegan for a month, a year, 10 years, however long you've been vegan, you will accidentally eat something. Don't beat yourself up about this. I remember when I first went vegan and I accidentally ate something, I cried and it was so bad. Now, of course, I'm like not happy when that happens. And honestly, I don't remember the last time it's happened. It's been a long time since I've accidentally eaten something non-vegan, but just know that it happens. As long as it wasn't intentional, you're good. Don't let the idea of perfectionism deter you from starting your vegan journey. Know that you're gonna make mistakes. Know that all of these vegan YouTubers, these vegan celebrities, even super big, well-known vegan activists, they've made mistakes too. It's much better to try it out, do your best and make some mistakes than just not even try at all. So that is the end of this video. I really hope this helped you. Please leave any comments below if you have any other tips that I didn't mention. Leave an 11th tip down below so anyone that's reading the comments can get some more help. Feel free to reply to comments down below if you want to help other people out. Make this comment section a big community of people that are either going vegan or interested in going vegan, or if you feel that you've been vegan for long enough and can help everyone, please do that. I would love everyone to just help each other out in the comments down below. So yes, I hope this helped. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all in my next video.